So here we are now. So we're just gonna have a look and see if there's buds down here have any spots. So now there's a bit of spotting just there. Mainly what this is caused by acid rain. And ways of stopping that is just to, if you do more recycle everything that you've got, and hopefully that'll clear it up. I mean, if you're not doing any recycling and you're just, look, you know, if you're fecking everything in the shagging bin, I mean what the hell do you expect, lads, you know? I mean, as you can see now, last week I have to say I didn't do me recycling. I just fecked everything, all plastic and all the rubbish. I fecked them all in the same bin last week, and well, that's what happened here. So, and I mean, if you come over and I'll just show you me rhubarb here. It's the same. It's the same with me rhubarb plants. You can see that there's a bit of there's some holes in those. Now you see the acid rain, it just melts through the leaves, and it's not good. So I think this week, what I'm going to do this week is I'm going to put in, I'll be putting in me recycling. I'll be doing it proper now this week, you know. I just have to, because I mean I can't afford to lose all my plants again. Like last year that's what happened, you know. I lost a whole crop of potatoes, and sure I lost a whole crop of carrots as well. You know, just remember, point one, right? Always cut your carrots down to the butt. No messing with the carrots, because, well, if you don't, it can cause dizziness, you know. Point number two, okay, is, what was point two? Oh yeah, put your recycling out. Now if you put that out on a Monday night, put your recycling out on a Monday night, and that would be all plastic bottles, that's milk cartons and old Coke bottles and all that sort of rubbish. Feck all that out anyway on a Tuesday night. They'll pick that up maybe on Friday morning. If you're lucky, they'll pick it up on Friday morning. Feck all your newspapers and all in there, and you could feck a few old tins into that as well. Now, if you're having bottles of beer and stuff like that, sometimes you can get away with fecking them in, and other times you just won't. I mean, I fecked all my rubbish into the recycling bin there a couple of weeks ago, and oh sure, I tell you, they fecked it all back at me. Now, so just moving on. Now, this week we had another an email that just came into the show there. It's just coming up on the screen there, from Mrs. Thompson of where's she from there? Oh, she's from Dunleary. Now, she was having a problem with ivy on trees, and she wanted to know, should she leave the ivy on the tree, or should she just hack it off completely? Now, what I would suggest is don't leave it there. You know, you'd want to hack that ivy off as soon as possible. You know, any sign of ivy, because once the ivy gets a grip at all, I'm telling you now, lads, Oh, it's fierce dangerous now for a tree, you know. It'll suck the life out of a tree. And I mean, if you have any elder or anything like that, oh sure, geez, the weight of the ivy will bring it down now, you know. I've seen many a good elder tree just collapse from the weight of the ivy, you know. So get the ivy cut out of it as soon as you can. Now there is a special tool that you can use for hacking the ivy, and well, it's called a saw. So basically you just saw around, just making sure that you don't saw through the bark itself. You don't want to end up cutting the entire tree down. Now that did happen to me a couple of years ago, where I wasn't watching, I was on the phone talking to my friend while I was cutting the ivy, and geez, before I knew it, then the whole shagging thing came down. But anyway, this time when I was cutting the ivy on this tree here, on this lovely oak tree, well, I was lucky that I was able to concentrate. I didn't have any calls in at the time, so you can see that I completely missed the ivy on it there. Well, I completely missed the tree actually. And just one more question there now from Patsy Mannion in there from County Longford, and she wants to know what should she do with her apple trees, because the bark is starting to look a bit unhealthy. She says that she pruned them several times last year because she noticed that there was branches growing on them, and she noticed that there was some leaves starting to come out, and she thought that they were weeds and stuff. These are all coming along now very well. There's no sign of fruit on these now yet. This particular one is not a fruiting variety of apple tree. This one just has the smell of apples. It has the smell of Granny Smiths, which is quite nice. If I just give this one a sniff, hang on. Oh yeah, actually that actually smells like melons, believe it or not. Now this one here was quite severely pruned. There was a sign of life on this one, and it had to be pruned back. So a lot of the leaf material was removed from this tree, as you can see. So I mean, in a way, Mrs. Thompson, you are right, you know, to remove the foliage from the tree. Of course, that is if you want to kill it. If you want a healthy tree, then I'd say actually just leave it alone. I mean, here's a fine example of pears growing here on this tree. You can see they're coming along. They're coming along very well. Of course, as you know about pears, they grow in pairs, and you can see they're coming along very well, you know. So if we just have a look at another pair over here, see how are they doing? Yeah, they're coming along now. They'll need another few days, I'd say, to ripen up. You know, you can still see that they're a bit green. So Mrs. Thompson in Dunleary, if I was you, just leave your trees alone. Just let them grow. Let them grow a bit. You know, that'd be my answer to you there. You know. Yeah, I just had to run up from the garden there. So yeah, so we're going to be looking at tomatoes there now next week. So again, look, if you have any questions about tomatoes, just let us know via the website there, and of course the web address will be coming up there somewhere around on the screen, you know, you can contact us by email. You could post me a postcard if you want. You can chip something out in stone and leave it out the front there, or just leave it anywhere, and I'll pick it up. But just put whatever way you want. But send us a message. Any questions, I'll answer anything. Within, you know, within the week, I'll get back to you. And I mean, if the question is good enough, we'll put it on the show as well. So so anyway, like I said, we'll be looking at tomatoes next week, and how to grow them, and sometimes how to kill them. So so join us on the show then next week for that. Okay, so from all the team here now on Gardening Tomorrow, we'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.